Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today I will listen to the song Bad Philosophy by ELYSA from ELYSA 2023, which in other words is of course the Estonian national final selection for Eurovision 2023. And this is song number 4 out of 12. So far I've liked all of the songs with a real standout last time out, so let's see if this one can top that. Yeah, let's get into it. Very synthwave inspired right from the get-go. It's a bit of an odd introduction to the song. Very short section with a lot of energy and then kill it for the verse instantly. That's a bit odd, honestly. Nice. Solid punch in the bass walk here, I think. We'll go downwards again. I like the sound of the guitar here. Like the filtering of it. Gradually transition it back into the song. I'm a bit like just thrown off by the structure so far. I'm not really sure where we're going because it feels like it was building towards a lot of energy there, and then there's like feels like a secondary verse almost. And if this is the chorus, it's a bit like it's more restrained than I expected it to be. A lot of vocal layering as well. It's like a nice rhythmic detailing in the melody there, in the vocal melody. That's pretty smooth. A bit unexpected as well, leading into like this more mellow piano segment. The song is kind of taking turns all the time. I never really know where we're heading, which is quite nice. Not sold on the sound of those drum hits there. It's fine. So we've got a guitar lead here for this section, the instrumental hook, I guess. The guitar's being layered as well. Vocal melody joins in nicely. I think you could have actually kept the guitars here. Didn't need to cut them off. I'm not really feeling like there's a massive drive within this song. It's more just kind of pleasant to sit back and listen to. Alright. I think there are like interesting things about this song because it kind of just took me on unexpected turns throughout the song. That's really the main thing, I think. I think that the song doesn't really deliver that kind of punch that I was expecting it to have. When the song like first started with this really synth-heavy introduction, which was kind of really short, which kind of threw me off, if I'm honest, leading into a very mellow verse. I kind of expected it to kind of grow into something more hard-hitting and driving later on in the song, but it felt very restrained all the way throughout, which is, I guess, a nice touch because it really, the genre can work if you do it right and if you pull everything together quite nicely. I'm not overly sold on it up on first listen, I'll be honest, but it definitely could be a grower. I mean, for me. Right now, I don't really feel like it delivered everything that I wanted it to. It felt very kind of laid back in, I guess, almost too much laid back. I expected it to really have more drive, actually push forward somewhat, and really kind of like there's a nice hook to it. The rhythmic side of the melody, the vocal melody that is quite nice, and I like how they incorporate the guitar later on as well to play the melody for this kind of instrumental section there. But I feel like this is a song that would have really benefited from a bit more of intensity, more than just having this laid back, restrained approach. But that could just be me. But that's just the general idea I'm feeling. Especially like you have these drum hits throughout the song as well, like small little fills, and I think they sound a bit out of place, like a bit outside the mix. If I'm completely honest, they just kind of feel like tacky inputs or elements to just kind of remind the listener that what kind of song it is we're listening to. We're listening to something a bit 80s inspired, very synthwave with drum machines. Um, and the drums have to kind of sound this whole plastic, kind of lasery type of sound on them. And it's a bit, I wouldn't say it's off putting, but it just kind of throws me off a little bit because they don't really feel like a part of the whole cohesion of the song. And I feel it's a bit difficult because there's a nice flow between the sections in this song. I feel like no section of the song feels out of place in that sense. It's just that these small details can really throw me off if they don't really feel like a part of everything else that's going on, which I feel like that is the case here. But again, there's like a very mellow and pleasant tone in throughout the song. I think mainly instrumentally. The vocal melody has a nice rhythm to it, especially in the hook. The verses I can't really um, remember that well right now after only hearing it once. They didn't really leave an impression on me, but the chorus had some nice melodic inputs there, especially with the rhythm. The instrumental is pleasant to listen to. The song never really gets going all that well for me, so I think it just kind of lands a bit middle of the road. But for a different audience, this could be a home run for sure. But I'm not part of that audience yet. But yeah, so I think this is our first little the song that I'm not massively blown away by, but still, it's completely fine and I don't mind it. So, but it wouldn't be my personal choice for Estonia to actually end up sending to Eurovision. But we'll see. There are 8 more songs to go, and hopefully I will see you in the next video as well, where we will listen to the 5th one. Until then, take care, and bye bye.